Yeah, I remember we took the French guy, a friend of mine. I met him in college, and he was like visiting for college himself, or university or whatever. And he was like visiting, and he's like, we brought him over to the dorm, and we were like smoked him out like hardcore, like we rolled like multiple blunts, and we're just like, hey, we're smoking these. He's just like, you guys smoke just the leaf? And I was like, yeah, what are you talking about? And he's like, we don't smoke the leaf, like we smoke hash. And I was like, really? And so we just like blitz this motherfucker out of his mind. He periodically would just start speaking French, and he had no idea that he was speaking French because he was so stoned. And he'd be like so embarrassed. He'd be like going off, and we're just like all like, and he's like, I'm doing it again. Did I speak French the whole time? Like, yes, yeah, for like 10 minutes, and we just didn't stop you.
Love it. You get so high that you forget you're speaking.
Yeah, he did. We literally got him so high.
I mean, it makes sense to me. If I was super duper blitzed and I had English as my second language, I would not be talking to you in English.
I can't speak anything. Like, you're a genius, dude.
Impressive. I want to smoke weed in France. See how that goes. Smoke hashish, basically? Is that what we're saying here? That
Yes. At the time, yeah. This was like forever ago. This was like 12 years ago now.
Yeah. Pass me lay hash pipe.
Yeah.
Very different these days.
I got the hash pipe.
Oh, no. Well, welcome to another episode of The Succ. I think that, we did one of those, cold opens where you never know how it's going to go. And that one was, maybe a B minus. I think it was okay. It's kind of funny.
Solid B minus.
I'll do my best to stay on the pod as much as possible tonight. I will admit I'm currently watching two sleeping children here. Like, I'll show you guys. Can you see?
Oh,
yeah, they are, both of them.
I can, yeah.
Yeah, so at any point, there's like at least a 25% chance either one of them might wake up. So it's like a good 50% chance that I'll just disappear from the podcast. It's very possible.
Are they in different rooms?
Fun. Yeah, of course. Yeah, they're in different rooms. I don't think we could get them in the same room and keep either one of them asleep, but
yeah, probably not. Yeah.
But I would if I could. That'd be dope, and give me an extra room for all my Funko Pops and electric guitars and all that shit.
Funko Pops, baby. Do you have any Funko Pops? Do you really?
I do actually have one Funko Pop that has been inherited by my daughter. It's a Groot Funko Pop, and she puts it in her mouth now.
that's a decent use of a Funko Pop. That's fine.
Mm-hmm. And I didn't buy it either, in my own defense. I mean, it was gifted to me.
Yeah, same here.
I have one too, and it was a gift. So
yeah, they're kind of. If you have one of them, it's cute. If you like the thing, it's fine.
Yeah,
but it's a problem when you got more than. I'd say the threshold's got to be 3. If you got more than 3, just fuck off. That goes for all of our listeners.
Stupid knick-knack.
I do not have one. So if like some sort of radioactive, like sort of like flash lightning storm type thing goes on or whatever the fuck, and we all get combined into one person, we still won't be cringe. We'll still
be cringe.
The rule of means here means we have less than one Funko Pop collectively as a Bill and Ted conglomerate.
Oh, true.
Thing,
yeah, if you
whatever.
average it out. Yeah.
But if I buy you one, you have to keep it. Those are the rules.
Mm-hmm.
I know your address now, so I can just send you one.
It's not going to be my address for much longer. So.
Okay, so I need to hustle. All right, I'll find something.
I'm gonna get you a BTS one.
That seems fine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's wrong with that? I mean,
nothing.
Just a Korean boy band, right? I mean,
yeah, it's good.
Well, speaking of cringy collectible items, apparently the Build-A-Bear company has launched an After Dark collection for adults only,
Sexy.
which I don't know what that means, and I refuse to read the article about it because I've seen it for weeks now. But yeah, as Valentine's Day approaches, I guess you could make a Build-A-Bear. I'm trying to judge the range of this, and for me, my mind just lands on: do you get to put a huge like fleshlight or dildo on the Build-A-Bear? That seems like the ultimate.
I had a whole bit on this. I did like 2 years ago. I had like a whole thing,
serious?
a series of tweets about how like I'm going to go to Build-A-Bear and like ask to fuck the Build-A-Bear, like what kind of size fleshlight you can put in there and stuff.
See, this
and it came true.
I'm not bothered by the reason I should be bothered, which is the fact that you tweeted this already. That's the bothersome thing.
I gotta find them.
I'm actually bothered by the fact that I'm wondering, did Build-A-Bear like grift on your idea here? Like maybe your tweets are so popular that they're like, wait a second.
Definitely got like 3 likes on Twitter. So
like, look, this is a good idea.
That's it. But I think they definitely stole my idea, and they owe me royalties. for every single fleshlight they plant inside of a Build-A-Bear, they owe me $1.
Yeah, absolutely agree. I do remember the John Truly. I was trying to think of a way to introduce him, but I couldn't. But I'll just say John Truly used to have a bit about getting kicked out of Build-A-Bear. Did anybody remember that one? No,
I don't.
Sorry.
That makes that one really weird. I made a joke a long time about getting kicked out of a Build-A-Bear. I didn't know that was a parallel thought. No, I didn't.
Damn.
Why did you get? I want to know the reason for why you were kicked out of the Build-A-Bear.
It was something about bottomless mimosas at brunch getting kicked out of a Build-A-Bear.
Okay, this is much safer.
All right, well, I'm on the Build-A-Bear website looking at the adults only section.
Are there ball gags?
Yeah. No, there's nothing.
There's a bunch of novelty tees.
It's nothing.
They say shit. Yeah, there's a I think the t-shirt that says "Don't text your ex" is very, adults only.
You can purchase just the Black Heart satin boxers for your Build-A-Bear by itself for $3.50.
Wait, are these boxers sized for a teddy bear? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yes, that's why I'm getting them.
Or a lion. They're very cute, but like in a Funko Pop kind of a way.
Yeah, you can get them for your Funko Pops. I think they.
Fit
Why didn't Funko move on this? I feel like being able to build a Funko Pop for adults
with a fleshlight
only
in it would be huge. Like a Minion one.
Yeah,
with a fleshlight in it.
Yeah, if you could fuck that little Minion Funko.
Yeah.
She Funko my pop until I say
pop,
banana.
All right.
Wow.
So this is just boring.
Yeah, it's really boring. There's one that I'm looking at that just says, "I'm sorry."
Sorry, I fucked the Build-A-Bear. Yes, I'm 18 and over. Yes.
That's awesome. I want that one.
This is so stupid, dude.
So the real crime here is basically that Build-A-Bear got us to talk about it on the podcast. So we need to invoice Build-A-Bear for podcast. This is at least $250, I would say. I mean,
I didn't realize how stupid these are. These are basically Funko Pops. Like, they really are. They're just like, there's a Neo one. There's a Gandalf bear. Come on, fuck you. There's an MCU shit. A Baby Yoda.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know what you were expecting. I mean, Shrek, right?
I think the little French guy is topical and very very cute. Actually, the little one with the beret and the
that is kind of cute. Yeah. Oh, there's a friend set.
Does he ask you where you can leave a shit? The French bear.
He says he has a little sign that says, "Why would you take a shit?" But it says it in French.
There's a whole section so you can make a Friends, like the sitcom Friends.
Oh no! What? No, yes. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm not kidding.
Where's
and
So
all
there's a
different
Phoebe bear,
kinds.
a Monica bear.
No, there isn't even that. That would be more tolerable, I think.
Well,
But
what is
this
it
is just
then?
like, it's just a regular bear that has like Friends logos on it. And
Paraphernalia.
then, yeah, and then you can like get clothes that say like "How you doing" on it and Central Perk.
Oh wow!
You know, it's stupid, dude. I don't know.
That sucks a lot. I was hoping for just very poorly interpreted versions of the characters, like Jennifer Aniston bear with just like hard nipples for nobody knows why. It's just always they're always hard. Just
Yeah, they really need to make a bear with hard nipples, though. That's like that should just also be available.
I mean, if you're gonna license Friends Build-A-Bears, I don't see why we're not there. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Make their nipples hard. Come on, if you're listening.
I know the Build-A-Bear CEO does personally. I know he's a friend. He does listen to the show. So
okay, great.
Just really into
glad to be making a difference.
They do have a Swarovski crystal bears.
What is
which
that?
Are incredibly ugly. Very, very ugly.
What?
Wait, so Build-A-Bear does?
Build-A-Bear has Swarovski.
Swarovski.
Yeah. And they have little.
I did it right.
They got the little crystals for eyes.
They do, yeah.
Yeah, they're truly hideous.
Are they more expensive?
About $100.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're $100.
Yeah. No. That's dumb.
They got the cheap one for $88.
I don't care if I can't put my penis in it. So
exactly.
Right. That's the thing. Maybe you can though. Like maybe that's what they're not allowed to say.
I mean, I definitely can. I'll find a way.
Well, it's like when you go to the Build-A-Bear,
resourceful.
You have to ask to go to the secret back room. You know, for the adult. Yeah, there's a whole different series of you can stuff the bear with all different materials.
We have 5 different amazing textures.
Yeah. So what firmness would you like?
Yeah, it's like a secret menu kind of thing. Like you can have animal style ones and all kinds of stuff.
Animal style.
Yeah.
Wow.
This one's just filled with ground beef.
Oh, I like this. What is this?
I'd like to get a Build-A-Bear filled with Long John Silver's Krispies if I could. That seems just very. Imagine snuggling with that thing and it's just crinkling and crunching all night, smelling like 10-year-old fish oil.
So
oil dripping out of it,
leaking on your face. Why you just breaking out in acne for the next week? And why? What is happening? I don't understand.
It's just that like you know someone scrolled through this and has been like, which one of these do I want to fuck? And they like landed on like Hedwig from Hogwarts. They're like, oh, I've always wanted to fuck Hedwig the owl from Harry Potter.
I am
and then
a
now
wizard.
They can. Yeah.
Terrible. Wow.
Anyway, disappointment here.
Yeah, we were hoping that it would a story would involve somebody fucking something they're not supposed to.
Yeah, not cool.
And we're disappointed.
Speaking of not cool, apparently there is a crypto criminal / abstract rapper making headlines this week. A rapper that goes by the name of Razzle Khan has been arrested in association with a $4.5 billion cryptocurrency laundering scheme. Have you guys heard about this? Have you seen this?
Yeah, this has been all over the news. Kind of crazy, and I think they tried doing it in like 2016, if I remember correctly. I'm looking at the article now. Yeah, yep, they did. Yeah, I mean, I think they just failed. But isn't that like insane to think about? Like, just this complete moron. Like tried to like almost two morons, I guess. One more publicly facing idiot. But 3.6 billion with a B dollars.
Incredible.
That's like I don't even know how, like, what realm does that live in? That's like some kind of like international conspiracy type shit, you know?
Yeah, I think part of it is just that they did this before Bitcoin's value went up so much that it wasn't that much money at the time that they were really doing it, but it has now grown to a massive sum. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, the crypto theft thing is expected. The thing that I didn't expect was the rap career from Razzle Khan, and I'm very disappointed because the news breaking has apparently led to Razzle Khan taking down her rap videos, which is for me the biggest crime of this whole situation.
It's an L for everybody, really.
Huge L.
Huge L for everybody. Now, did you guys watch the videos at all?
I watched
just
one
a little
of them.
bit.
Yeah. Why was the video production so shitty if she has that much money? I don't understand.
Yeah,
because they didn't take Bitcoin.
Why was the music so shitty? Why do people not? I'm just.
Every part of
I'm
it
trying
so
to
shitty?
understand how
Yes.
do you not hear your own song and be like, "This is bad"? Like, how do you not hear how bad?
For
it
me
is?
though, like, okay, so it's very clear. I mean, I hope it's ironic, but the thing is, it's not funny at all. It's not even hitting the mark in like an ironic way.
Really think it's ironic? I mean, I need to know for real.
So. I think so. I mean, you have to have no self-awareness. It's just like she's wearing like a gold lame jacket and like, I mean, she just looks stupid. I mean, she's wearing like, just regular tights and stuff, and her flow is like really bad. I mean, it seems like intentionally bad. Like,
and the thing is, it's produced. It's like produced okay. The song, right? But like, she is just falling completely flat in every way.
Yeah, it's really not funny, and it's kind of sad. And this was like that popular. I don't know if it was popular, but it was like that phase in American culture where it was like white girl rap, where like this was a thing. Do you remember that? Or it was like white girl rap.
Like,
yes, but they were like significantly, they had like a thing going on. This is just like really bad.
I mean, I need to at least be able to turn it on, and if I'm not paying attention, like, you need to be able to get it past me that, if it's a joke, the music can't be so shitty that I'm like, immediately bolt up out of my seat, like, who the fuck put this on? This is a problem, like.
Her rap name is Razzle Khan, dude. Razzle Khan.
Have y'all been to her website? It's so fucking funny.
It's awful.
There's a story about the name. It says Razzle Khan is like Genghis Khan, but with more pizzazz. No one knows.
That's not stupid at all.
Hilarious.
The copy on this page is just nonsense. No one knows for sure where this rapper's from. Could be the North African desert, the jungles of Vietnam, or another universe. All that matters is that she's here to stick up for misfits and underdogs everywhere. Parentheses, we do know that she's descended from a nomadic tribe, though.
Of course. That's the thing, is when I saw her and immediately thought she refers to people as her tribe all the time. And she can't. She shouldn't, and she really I would rather it didn't happen.
Well, the things that also get me is this paragraph right here. It says, just like her fearless entrepreneurial spirit and hacker mindset, Raz shamelessly explores new frontiers of art. I'm not going to read the rest, but like, this is just so on the face that you're this is like, entrepreneur on Facebook mixed with the hacker mindset. I mean, and yes, we would actually appreciate if you did have some shame. The shamelessly thing does not hit in this case.
This is huge fan of shame. I think we need to have more shame in the world, and definitely this person needs to have like any shame, like at all.
A lot of shame
would go a long way, I think, with her.
Mm-hmm.
She should look into that. If you're listening, Razzle Khan.
Is Razzle Khan supposed to be like? I can't figure it out. I cannot figure the shit.
I think it's like Genghis Khan, but like who has more pizzazz.
More pizzazz.
Yeah.
Which I feel is like that's like definitely the aura she's given off, and definitely think about like Genghis Khan and how he needs more pizzazz.
She saw like she saw like half of a Little Dicky video and thought
Yeah.
You know who
I
needs
could
more
do
pizzazz?
Guys, you should check it out though. You can just Google Razzle Khan, RAZZLEKHAN, and you can really see. Like, we're not doing it justice. Like, we're telling you it's absolutely miserably terrible, but you have to listen to, like, she doesn't even rhyme all the time, and it's like her cadence is god awful.
No, hold on, we got to read this.
It's just like purchased.
You got to hear this. It says, because Roz has synesthesia, her
So
art
she's disabled.
often...
We shouldn't say anything else about her.
No, you got to read this. This is her own self-described words. It says, her art often resembles something in between an acid trip and a delightful nightmare. Definitely
Something
not
between.
Yeah.
On a
definitely
very roundabout.
not for the faint of heart or easily offended. Oh, watch out. Trigger warning here. Raz likes to push the limits of what people are comfortable with. No, who's comfortable with this? There's nothing to do with limits. It's just not.
It's just a quality issue.
Yeah, this is not a comfortable thing.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
She's not edgy. She just sucks. Like,
okay, listen to this.
She did make people uncomfortable by trying to steal, 3.9?
Yes, extremely uncomfortable. I love this line, though. Her style has often been described as sexy horror comedy. Who the fuck is describing this often? Like, there's no way you can convince me to believe you didn't come up with that by yourself. And
sexy
you're the only
horror
person.
Comedy? Is that really what you said? Sexy horror
that's
comedy?
Really what it says, and I did.
There's a certain element of horror, I suppose, to this, but in like an existential way, but not in like a stylistic or thematic way.
I feel like she paid someone a lot of crypto to write this for her. Like they like had to do mini revisions. They're like, I'll give you another Bitcoin if you write it again and make it thought provoking. Like, I can tell you're phoning it in. How many Bitcoins do you want?
Okay, here, hold on. You're gonna give me how many? Okay, how about always be a goat because I don't want to be a sheep? How do you feel about that? Put the Bitcoin in his wallet now.
Wow, this is good.
Banger.
This is good.
Sorry, that's a real lyric from the video I have up here. So
nice.
Always be a goat, not a goddamn sheep. Beautiful.
Groundbreaking.
Oh, God, dude, it gets worse as I play it. All right. Well.
Please go fund yourself. Are you serious right now?
This confirms my my statement previously that crypto has made some of the worst people insanely rich, which is true. Basically, like in a couple years or less, it's just really awful people that shouldn't have this much money, and it's really sad,
Yeah, I hear you, and I've honestly, I feel like there's such a reactionary thing going on right now, especially to NFTs, that I've been trying a little harder because I find myself falling into the reactionary side like pretty easily. It's very easy to make fun of all this stuff, but then at a certain point, I'm like, well, I don't actually necessarily understand everything that's going on. Like, cryptocurrency is not new. It's been around for a decade. People have made, like you say, made a bunch of money, but the NFT thing seems to have just really blown up lately. And like, it seems like there's sides of that where people can mint their art and make money. And then there's sides of that where people are like literally running a pyramid scheme, like an industry of pyramid schemes. Like the Bored Apes are obviously the most popular, but there's so fucking many spin-offs of this shit. That's what I don't understand.
Yes, yeah. They're all this. I mean, the whole thing, like cryptocurrency in general, is going to be like it lends itself to MLM inherently because a lot of it just is that, because there aren't use cases for many of the coins and or whatever you want to call them, the currency, the digital assets. I mean, some of them do. Bitcoin has like a use case, whereas it just holds value. It's like gold, whatever. That's the argument for it, at least. But like so much of it is just like, okay, well, I need to use it to buy and sell things. Okay, well, what can we buy and sell? Oh, digital art, right? Everyone likes digital art, right? Okay. In theory, that's good. But what actually happened was people just minted baseball cards. And I mean, not really. I mean, yes, really. But also just, I mean, figuratively, like they just are trying to be like Pokemon cards. Like, okay, you got to come, like, pay this. And like, everybody wants them, right? Like, and then they pay to make sure everybody wants them. And then they make fake purchases to like buy, oh, you buy them. Okay, well, like, dump some money and then you buy it for that. Okay, now it's worth this much, right? Because someone bought it for 18 grand, right? So it's easily worth 21 grand or more. I mean, we should just hold on to it.
See, that's the thing that I can't get my head around, which is right when you talk about baseball cards, Pokemon cards, all these things, right? They have, you know, they have inflated, created value. I mean, it's literally just a piece of cardboard, just the same way that NFTs are a chunk of the blockchain or however you describe it, right? But like, again, like, I don't understand, how do we justify, like, everybody's saying it's the gold rush right now, like you get in on it now, and then I guess the idea is what all these other people are going to get in on it later, so you have it now before it's even more valuable, because it has this, it's like fake scarcity, right? I mean, it's like you say Bitcoin only has 21 million Bitcoins ever, so you want to get in on this shit now before everyone else does, which it seems like Bitcoin that worked, but then there's all these shits all the way down to like McDonald's coin, right? Where like people are, they just come up with crypto and they just try to grift you into buying it. And then like,
it's very easy to implement, because so like Bitcoin source code is replicable. Like you can just get it; it's freely available, right? I could make my own Bitcoin, like its own blockchain based off the Bitcoin code with relative ease. Anybody could, pretty much. And but the thing is, it's not Bitcoin. It's right. It's just another blockchain that's using the same thing. But effectively, it's not. You know, it's just. But you can just keep doing that, and you can be like, hey, well, you know, if I get marketing for it, you know, like, but people will purchase it, and then I own this huge amount of it. You know, it's just a fucking MLM scam.
So
that's what most of it are.
I keep hearing comparisons of like the blockchain to gold, right? Which is like, oh, the U.S. currency used to be backed by gold, but now it's not. And so like, that's what's so cool about the blockchain, is like, this is backed by something that's decentralized. What if some alien race showed up on the planet and just fucking blasted us with the EMP, all the electricity, everything was fucked? Would all this stuff just be gone and worthless? I mean,
as long as every single last trace of everything.
Well, I guess I'm implying in this,
it's replicated on every system, right? Like the blockchain is updated in every.
Right. Yeah. That's what makes it so. It makes it almost impossible to hack. It makes it impossible to hack from like a traditional standpoint, which is
like
its
super
biggest
ultra
selling
redundancy.
Point, right? Yeah, which is its biggest selling point. It's not like a Chase Bank database or something where it's just like based on regular code or whatever.
I see.
The blockchain, like you would have to absolutely annihilate. You'd have to hack like 51% of all the nodes on this entire network, which is like incredibly difficult to do, if not impossible. It has been impossible so far.
Yeah, I watched Mr. Robot. Okay, it's not that.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I mean, there's all kinds of stuff there.
You just got to schmooze the folks up high, steal their phone. I mean, look, that's a big part of it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, again, I'm just trying to understand that, like, if the Earth for some reason could not power up a computer, like some Twilight Zone shit, there was just no power.
It would have to EMP. It would have to like wipe every single computer, every node that has that on it.
Yes.
And then it would be gone. Yes.
Now we're talking. See, this is what I needed to know. I've been trying to figure out how the fuck do I wipe out all this crypto NFT shit. I finally have a plan.
And
now I know the answer.
I'm about to get poor Chandler. I'm about to wipe every hard drive on the planet.
He just goes around like manually wiping the hard drives, running like a magnet over them. So what are you doing?
It's like the Fight Club.
Bitcoin's on here.
I'm like the guy from There Will Be Blood with the like the cow
the cow
thing that he shoots in their head before your hard drive.
From No Country, yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're just annihilating hentai collections people have.
No.
Leave the hentai alone, Phil.
Oh, my hentai.
two stones, right? Or wait, two birds.
Yeah, two birds. Like all hentai and all Bitcoin.
Two stones with one bird.
Yeah.
Surprise, motherfucker. Hentai is illegal.
We just find that 95% of all Bitcoins are on hard drives with hentai on them also, though. Just destroy all the hentai in the world.
Today, all crypto traders and NFT collectors were arrested and simultaneously wiped out all hentai.
As a side effect, we wiped out all hentai.
It's just gone somehow. There's literally no hentai to be found on the planet. I don't know how we did this.
Get Japan on the phone. We got to draw more.
Huge success.
Right, guys.
We need Justine here for this episode. This is a very big. This is a big deal.
This is her wheelhouse.
Phil is the Hitler of hentai, and then
yeah, but no, it's like at the end,
hentai Hitler.
The like the mid credits roll. You know, the mid credits scene comes up, and it's just like some like guy, some kid like just scrawling and just sweating and then and he's
done it.
It'll never be over.
Anime titties. Yeah. I've done it once again.
As long as there is a pencil in the world, there will be sexy cartoon titties.
Mm-hmm.
And thank God.
Yeah.
Human spirit lives on.
I've lived right on the precipice of that cliff, contemplating getting into the lifestyle of just, artists that just draw the worst shit that shouldn't exist, but people will pay a lot of money for it. Mm-hmm. Ashley, do you have, as an artist, do you have any of those run-ins with people?
See, I don't like doing things that I don't want to do. So I'm not very good when it comes to like people giving me money for what is it? What's the word again?
Commission.
Yeah, I'm not a commissions person. Yeah, hentai. Unless someone gives me like a concept that I'm really into and would have fun with it, I don't really like. And like if someone asks me to like draw their cat, I'm like, okay, that's going to be $300.
Nice.
And then usually they're like, oh, never mind then. And then we both win. It's fine. Yeah.
I like that. I like your philosophy. I'm the opposite way, where I somehow talk my way down to even lower amounts of money just to get the exposure. Yeah, if I can.
I just like I keep telling people I'm like it's $100. I just like say that.
I don't know.
I just say that. I just say it's $100 if you want a new genuine piece, and they're like, oh, okay, well, like all right,
but that's
because I don't want to do it anyway. So
yeah, I feel like that's cheap.
Yeah,
I always just say, well, what are you thinking? And then whatever they say, I'm like, yeah, probably. I guess probably.
Mm.
No, that's a very good strategy. I always love the meme that goes around that has the like Clint Eastwood in some Western movie facing off against these other. I think it's some Mexican guys in this movie that they're like having a standoff against each other, and one of them is saying, "Well, what's your budget?" and the other one's saying, well, what's your rates? And it's like a standoff, right? And it's I always love to do that to people whenever they approach me with a project. I'm like, how much money do you have for this? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, you should think about that first. Don't come to me without this number.
And then you block them.
No, because it'll always be like a really good friend of mine that I like love. And then I'm like, God damn it. Fine. I'll do it for $60.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. If it's like a friend, then I'll obviously just like, most of my friends, if they needed something, I've just done it for free.
Yeah.
Because I'm just like, I'm a complete pushover. But people I don't know online, I'm $100. $100 will buy my art. Mm-hmm. And then if they're like, well, what about the one that I already did? I'm like, $50. I literally do that. That's all I do. That's my pricing, everybody, if anybody wanted to know.
Nice. I think you're going to get a lot more propositions after this episode.
Yeah,
I can
all
see
about
it.
Propositions. No hentai. I couldn't even do it if I wanted to. And I do.
That's me. If you want hentai, let me know.
Yeah, go to Ashley. She's really good at hentai. Yeah. Huge hentai person.
I thought you were just saying the opposite.
Pamphlets.
I mean,
tomes of hentai she has drawn.
Yeah,
I want to have the green M&M with titties that are as big as the M&M body. So it's like basically 3 M&Ms stuck together. 2 of which
and then is another M&M sort of crushed between the M&M sized titties?
Yes, of course. I mean, how much is this going to cost me though? We're getting a lot of M&Ms in here now. I'm not sure if I can
do it for $100 probably.
$100 per M&M.
Okay. Give me a few months to save up my
$100 per titty.
This is a great.
But that's the thing. Like a lot of furry artists and anime artists like make buku bucks doing that. Just weird foot fetish, cat girl shit. There's a lot of money to be made. So maybe I should go back on my rule and start doing that.
Maybe I don't want to cut your bottom line here, but I feel like there needs to be like a worldwide EMP for post-nut clarity, which would wipe out all furry porn immediately. If you could just hit the whole earth with post-nut clarity, there would be no furry porn ever again. Imagine these people. I was going to say guys. I think I should say guys, but
you're saying it's permanent post-nut clarity.
Well, maybe not.
No.
Okay,
that would be terrible for the world, I think.
Yeah, I was gonna say that seems cruel. But yeah, I'm just imagining how much furry porn is made in the midst of like mouth frothing horniness. That they're just how much for $500. I've got $500. I'll PayPal you right now. Draw the furry thing.
Yeah, you could really kill the market in one. Post nut. Electromagnetic.
This is a great premise for a movie. Imagine it's like the Rapture, but it's just post nut clarity.
Yeah, I like that. It's like because you're like you get post nut clarity, but like are you just not horny? Does it just make you not horny? Because isn't that kind of the same thing? Like post nut clarity is like you're not horny for like a interval of whatever long.
Yeah.
Or is it?
I thought it was like, when math got easier because you were coming. That doesn't happen.
I mean, I think the crux of the situation is based around being horny, but I do think both in the long term and the short term, the horny effects of your brain can be so intense that post-nut clarity is, quite a grayscale. And for some people, it can be like literally curing mental illness.
I think that that's true.
It definitely is true.
That's probably true. People are just simply too horny. You go online, you see those people, man. What the fuck is going on there?
There's a lot of shit that gets said. Christ. Yeah, that wouldn't get said.
I have seen
shit going on. But I've always said that like I think that would be amazing if there was like a dial on the back of my head where I could just like change how horny I was at any given. Just like turn it off, like turn it off for until it's like a good time. Turn it up a little bit. Test the waters. Things are going well. Ramp it up to 11.
Caress the back of your head and just kind of lightly turn your knob.
Can you imagine like being in a meeting with someone? They're just like playing with it. Like, are you getting horny right now? No, and turn it back down.
Don't touch my knob.
And then it gets like stuck. Knob. It gets stuck all the way up.
Oh no!
Yeah, you have to go to like a mechanic. You have to go to like the Geek Squad at Best Buy. Please, I want to come. Please help me. Turn it down. Oh,
post-nut clarity is commodified at this point. You go to Best Buy to purchase the post-nut clarity plan, $69 protection. Did you like
unlimited horniness? They ration your horniness
protection plan. You're buying a new horny knob, and you got to like.
You guys should have cared more about net neutrality, guys. Nut neutrality.
Nut neutrality.
It's my horny, good. And I need.
You're welcome, guys.
That's an episode title right there.
Nut neutrality. Y'all nut anywhere. Doesn't matter.
You're French on the whole nutting situation.
What is that? Wait, what?
This is a little inside the show trivia. What am I talking about? No, it was a couple weeks back. Justine meant to say Switzerland.
Oh, right. Okay, that's what I thought you meant. I was like, oh.
Callback so deep that you have to. We need a Wikipedia for.
I need to brush up on the lore of my own podcast.
Yeah, I'm digging in there.
Well, speaking of turning the horny knob all the way down, in this case, have you guys heard about the Freedom Convoy that's blocking international trade between Canada and America? This is truckers that are protesting vaccine mandates. I just really I kind of caught wind of this like last week, but this week it seems to be really catching the headlines.
Yeah, I don't. So I read a little bit about it, but it just seemed like such like ineffectual kind of dumb bullshit. Kind of like the January, like, quote unquote insurrection, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and we're just kind of like everyone just watching, like, yeah, you're not really doing anything. You're just shambling around, like you're just having like a little tantrum because the world sucks, and you know you're like, you know, someone's uncle. But like I watched some guy rant in his truck, and he's just like so angry. He's like that guy, you know, the truck ranter. That guy,
Mm-hmm.
he's wearing the truck rant glasses, and it's always like a similar story. They're just like, I've been fighting since for 20 years now, you know, it's whatever amount that they've deemed, you know, the longest of anyone. And then they're like, you know, I've been doing this for 20 years. You're all just waking up now. And he's like screaming and shit. He's like, I've lost my family. Won't talk to me anymore. You think I believe in this shit. It's like, damn, dude. Like you just like can see into his life, his pathetic, sad life. This guy in his truck, like just driving around, thinking that he's like just sticking it to the man by driving his truck around in the right way, you know, or in the wrong way, I guess.
The progression of civil rights has gone from the Million Man March to the Million Truck Drive into Ottawa. Just like, we're just going to pull into your capital and park our fucking 18-wheelers and honk our horns. Apparently, this is one of the things that they've been doing. They're just honking the whole time and shit. Like,
and they're like asking, like, "Hey, restaurants, if you like, let us eat there and like give us free food and shit." And most of them were just like, "No."
Yeah, why?
Like you're supposed to be like toughing it out. You're
fighting for my freedom.
Yeah, like you suck. You know, like people just don't like you. You're annoying. I did see another article where like what was it? Montreal blocked off its own roads using like heavy machinery, so that like the main roads to get into the city, so that the truckers couldn't get in. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. I mean, it probably didn't matter at all, but it was just funny to see a bunch of these like French Canadians like, no.
What are they even angry about? Is it the vaccine?
Yeah, it's the
vaccine mandates.
Okay.
Which I don't even specifically know which mandates they're referring to.
That's the thing. This is not an effective protest.
I should be allowed to drive my truck for 30 hours straight without a vaccine mandate. I think that's completely acceptable.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, no. Well, no. I mean, yeah. I should be able to cross this country several times, you know, a week.
Stopping at gas stations and truck stops all over the place.
Yeah, just dragging
like they normally would, like they do in their normal job that they just do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But this time angrily.
Yeah.
And not paid.
I think the only reason I wanted to discuss this is I saw a post that seeing the headlines in the news made me think, okay, well, there's some angle here of credibility, but I just saw somebody's screen cap of a post where apparently all these truckers were like stuck out on an interstate, like out of gas and stuck in the winter storm when that whole nor'easter and everything was coming through. And someone was like posting in a group like truckers for freedom or some shit like that. And it was just like, these families are stuck out here and the cops aren't letting them bring gas and food. And, like we need to let them get pray to the Lord that they get these resources so they can keep up their protests. And I'm just like, I don't know if it's real. Like when I'm reading this, I'm thinking it's not real, but I guess it could be. I mean, I don't know, man. This is so funny to me. Like,
yeah, it seems just ridiculous. I don't know. Like, you got to wonder, like, what do they think they're accomplishing? Like, stopping? Are they trying to stop deliveries? Are they removing themselves from like the pool of labor?
I don't know.
I like the looks in everyone's faces. Like, I don't know. I have no idea.
It's a very difficult one to wrap your mind around. It's kind of like, the logical endpoint of people ordering drinks that make the Starbucks person have to say, I don't know,
Freedom Convoy,
yeah, Trump 2020 or something like that. Yeah,
I got a drink here for Freedom Convoy. Is that you?
It's just it's just like, and anybody that like that does that, like any barista that's like refuses to say Trump 2020 20 or whatever the fuck it was back then. It's like the two most annoying people in like a 10-mile radius are interacting right now. They found each other. They're in love now.
Well, yeah, I guess there's not really any great way to wrap that story up other than that it's a whole bunch of shitty stuff. But yeah, speaking of a whole bunch of shitty stuff, apparently Dave Chappelle has gone full boomer Republican mode this week by deciding to speak on a town hall, whatever city council situation to kill affordable housing plans in his home state of Ohio. Not only that, he's doing it by basically blackmailing the town and telling them, if you build this affordable housing, I'm going to pull my business out of the town, which is I just don't get it, man. What is,
like the adopt a highway signs? Well, Dave Chappelle did that for a whole ass town in Ohio. And this is where we're at as a society. He was like, he saw Yellow Springs, Ohio, and he was like, I could own this shit. I'm rich. And that's what he's been doing.
To be fair, though, wasn't it like where he grew up? Wasn't it like his hometown?
I don't think it was.
He's from Ohio? That would shock me.
I don't think it is.
He always talks about DC as if it's his hometown or something, or like maybe he just lived there a long time. Yeah, he's born in DC. So, yeah, I think he probably moved to Ohio at some point.
Yeah, I think he spent like a good portion of his childhood there or something.
Gross.
I might be wrong, but that's what I thought I'd read. But why? Like, why is he not bluffing? Why does he,
Well, my understanding is that he has he's heavily invested in the town itself. Like he wants to have it be like a destination. He wants to put like he's building a comedy club there that has like the ability to like what the hell is it called? Like record and put out media,
Sure.
And he has like other investments and shit. So he feels like, oh well, you have to do what I say. You have to. I want this to be like an upper middle class town, and a certain type of person has to live here, and not these people, which is like really sad. I mean, It's especially sad.
So, I guess one differentiation I don't understand is when it says affordable housing, are we talking about like government subsidized, projects? Are we just talking about lower income?
It's the same. I think what I thought I read was that it's the same development. It's just that some of it under this other, some of it would be partitioned, like some of it would be subsidized and some of it wouldn't be.
I see.
So it's not even, I don't even think it's the construction that's different. I think it's the zoning or whatever.
Dave Chappelle's just like, it smells like broke up in here, and I am not having that.
Yeah, basically.
One of these crack guy characters there.
Right. Yeah.
So he's starting a comedy club in a nice neighborhood?
Mm-hmm. It's going to do great.
And you want comics to go to the nice neighborhood in Ohio?
He wants well-known comics.
He's got people to go to the cornfields to do comedy, so I'm sure he'll get them to do whatever the fuck he wants in a suburb of Ohio. It's Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's fucking nothing in Ohio, man. I'm right next to it. I've been there once. There's nothing but juggalos and corn with a K. It's awful. I fucking hate it. Yeah. All right. Well, whatever, man. I hate Chappelle. I've said it so many times. I do not like that guy. Never have, never will.
Well, just to add fuel to the fire here, I am looking at Dave Chappelle's Wikipedia page. Hope you're proud of me, Matt. I'm looking at an actual Wikipedia article. But they have his signature, and I sent it to you guys in the chat. I need you to look at this. Dave Chappelle's signature.
What is going on there?
It looks like a butt, and then like
he draws some kind of like picture to the left. I mean, it's a picture. Maybe it's not the right word, but it looks like it's definitely not a letter. I don't think.
That's a butt.
It looks like a butt
That's
with
a
a little
butt.
butthole. And then maybe if I'm being, if I don't have post-nut clarity, it's probably a penis slightly to the right of it, followed by something that looks like Chappelle. I don't believe this is his actual signature. I very strongly don't believe this.
So yeah, I was totally wrong. Like he actually is. You guys were right. Whoever said that he's from Yellow Springs, Ohio. I don't know if he's like from there exactly, but his father was dean of students at Antioch College in Yellow Springs, Ohio. So he must have spent some time there.
Right. So I don't know. I guess he's trying to preserve some sort of like whatever's going on. I don't know. It looks bad. It tastes bad. I don't like it.
I agree.
I sort of almost went to bat for him with the thing where he, tried to turn a bunch of people against like me personally. So I don't know. As a representative of the trans community. But yeah, this is just, it sucks, man.
Yeah, it's transparent.
I'm just looking forward to his next special where he's talking a lot about bootstraps and stuff like that. I can see it coming.
He's boomering out.
They always told us, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. And they were right. He thumps the mic on his leg. Just seriously looks in the camera. Good
Everybody laughs. Yeah. So funny.
Silence for 5 minutes while the credits roll.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know if you guys know about this one, but I did want to speak about it before we're out of time. There's apparently someone in the news known as the Tinder Swindler. I learned about this character recently, but only through, peripheral people speaking about it. And I named a character, the Tinder Swindler, after an author that I read their article. His name was Huxley Ponswani. So what a funny phrase to say, Huxley Ponswani, the Tinder Swindler. But I don't actually know anything about the Tinder Swindler. Matt, you seem to have knowledge of this. Can you tell us?
So I watched, full disclosure, I watched about 2/3 of it before I was kind of like, I get what's going on. I don't really care that much.
Documentary or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then, I don't know, this might be misogyny talking, but I was happy those women got swindled. I just liked it. They were just kind of loathsome people to me.
I actually did research for the podcast for once, and I watched the entire documentary.
Whoa, wow.
And I agree with Matt. It was really refreshing to be able to watch something where I'm not rooting for anybody in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like a single person in that thing. First of all, that first lady is not 31. Someone's lying. Oof. Yeah.
What do they do up there in Norway, man? Jesus.
I know.
That's Viking shit.
And I was really I was struck by, okay, so you know the whole premise. So this dude is on Tinder and he matches with very stupid women and and then convinces them that he's in love with them over a very long period of time, and then eventually just fucking washes their shit out, steals all their money. So that's the whole concept.
He shows them how rich he is. That's part of the thing. He's displaying his incredible wealth, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's what freaks me out because just the remarkable audacity and confidence you would have to have as a woman to think that a guy with a plane wants to fuck you
right away.
Well, right. Well, and that's because if a guy has a job and is nice to me, I'm that I might get serial killed. If you have
suspicious.
If you have closed-toed shoes, I'm suspicious of the entire situation. I'm this guy might be trying to rob me. And these girls just totally buy that. He said that he was like a diamond entrepreneur or something, like royalty, and like
the Prince of Diamonds, right? That's what you're something like that.
Yeah, like a literal like king or something. And these women are just like, yeah, for sure, this guy is totally into me. And no.
Yeah, and it was like the first lady was like, I don't know how to like. She was very much like, yeah, he immediately wanted me to take me on his private jet, and I was like, YOLO, you know. And you're like, all right. I mean, and then they like show pictures of the guy, and you're like, that guy swindled you. The swindle guy, the guy that looks like a swindler, the most swindling guy that you could possibly fucking imagine. He swindled you. No shit. Wow, he wanted to take you on his private jet. Okay, you know, and it was so weird. Yeah. Like they would be like he even was like sleep. I get to, correct me if I'm wrong, Ashley, but like wasn't he like he was openly sleeping with like other women, or like it was implied that he was?
That was super fucking weird. That was super fucking weird. So the dumpy not 31-year-old was getting like videos of him hanging out with a literal supermodel.
Yeah.
And she was just like, yeah, he's my boyfriend. He loves me. Nothing suspicious here. I'm just like, dude, like, come on. Like that. Yeah, it was real bad.
And it was crazy. I mean, it was like not small money, man. Like he was having them take out American Express black cards and just charging them the max amount on them, and like taking out loans for $50,000 and just wiring them the money. I mean, this was not like, oh, $2,000, $1,500, you know.
Like you kind of got to give it to him though, because like he would steal money from one bitch and then like have like be on the phone with her taking her money, and then taking like a new one to Paris with the other lady's money, just fucking going. Wow. So
that one lady was just like repeatedly buying his plane. Like she was just the plane ticket lady. Like he'd be like, I need to fly here, and she'd be like, okay.
Just, I love you, baby.
I love you, baby. What are you? You're jet set. He's jet setting around with a supermodel, and you're just paying for it. Yeah. And these weren't poor women. They were like upper middle class, at least from what I could tell. But they just like, you know, they didn't have like $50,000 to just dump constantly on this guy, you know. So they were just taking out all these loans. I think they had like each like $1 million or something like that of debt by the end of it. You know, more than that.
Yeah.
And
Jesus
yeah.
This is why I love this show, American Greed. I don't know if I've talked about with y'all this show before, but it's just always like these people that have just like such audacity. Like their greed is so amazing that they will do stuff that's like stealing in front of the other person that they're like grifting from. Like, I don't mind that I'm stealing $500,000 from this person because we're on the same team. So you're also going to give me $500,000, and it's fine, right? It's all good.
Yeah, Americans love a grift, man.
Absolutely.
I feel like Justine should be here for this story as well, because I know she loves
a good grift.
Con man.
She loves a good grift, yeah, grifter. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I like that guy. He was a cool guy. He's no Joe Rogan, but you know.
Has anyone gotten tattoos of the Tinder Swindler yet? I feel like
no, but I hope
just
so.
Half Tinder Swindler face, half Joe Rogan face.
Yes.
I've already seen a tattoo of Tucker Carlson fucking the green M&M.
Oh yeah. No, the green M&M pegging him.
Nice. Oh, is that what it is?
Yes,
sorry,
that's what it was.
Even better. Wow, amazing. And I mean, if that's out there, surely there's a Tinder Swindler tattoo at this point. I mean, what is that? Roll 34 or something? 35.
That's the one where there's porn. Rule 35.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Rule 35 is that if there's not porn of it, you have to make the porn of it.
Oh, okay.
You have to.
You personally have to do that. Wow.
Yeah. I like that. The Tinder Swindler and like the orange M&M just like blowing his back out.
Careful, if it doesn't exist, you have to make it, Matt.
In a Golden Corral restaurant.
I need something to take the edge off all the hentai being annihilated.
Wow, amazing.
Should we talk about Joe Rogan?
Should we mention him?
No.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Sorry.
I like him.
I think it's run its course at this point. Personally.
Me too.
No Joe Rogan talk.
We just did a Donda on Joe Rogan. We haven't done that in like 20 episodes. But
It's all right. I realized I can't warn you visually when we're doing the video version too.
well, the audience doesn't even know about the Donda running joke because we never did it again after Donda. Like it was just the one. But yeah, we did have an episode.
I think we talked every week about should we Donda this week, and we never Donda anything because it was pre-Donda,
guys. Anyway, what we're supposed to do, guys, is we get something that's really hot topic, and then we go, "Hey, you guys want to talk about this?" And then everybody goes, "No,
nah,"
just like Donda, like we did with Donda.
Yeah,
but
Joe Rogan,
I like that.
Donda.
We just built the lore up there. That was good. We needed that.
Yeah, that was like, we only had to do about as much explanation as like the. I'm about to reference Fight Club again, so I'm not going to do it.
It's like a weird type of post-nut clarity when you get the joke build up out there, and so now you can do the joke again later.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You need 2 to 3 hours usually to at least get back to the setup beat. Anyway. Thank you all the listeners for joining us for another episode of The Succ. This has been episode 27. Make sure you check out our Facebook group, The Succ Shame Posting, and our Patreon, where you can get bonus episodes of sucking.